Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It is Monday, January 8th, 2016, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Exactly a year ago today was Sunday, the date that the Deflate game was played in the AFC Championship game between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. During the offseason, the Deflategate story became a mainstream news headline. If you can remember, people in this nation were more worked up about Deflategate than the real problems of the day. I still remember when that was going on. Every news station was covering the Deflategate news, talking about it even more than stuff that was going on in the mainstream media. The Deflategate news was superseding all the other mainstream headlines for a period of time. Well, anyhow, Truth Seeker, if you've been around, I've done several blog posts, I've done several videos on Deflategate. It was a spectacle by the numbers the whole time. You can go back and watch my older videos. In one of those videos, I was watching ESPN while doing the video, and I said, Truth Seeker, on the TV right now on ESPN, what they are showing is Tom Brady's smiling face, the Golden Gate Bridge, in the city of San Francisco while talking about Deflategate. And I said, you can't help but think of Golden Gate, Deflategate, San Francisco hosting Super Bowl 50. I said, just remember, if the Patriots end up in Super Bowl 50, do not forget this ESPN news footage. And what I'm sad to say, Truth Seeker, is I've been putting all my research together from my blog, reviewing it, thinking about it. I am about 99.9% sure that the Super Bowl will be Patriots and Panthers. In fact, I'm so sincere about what I'm saying, I'm contemplating closing up this computer and flying down to Vegas and making a bet. Because I'm sick of these tyrants rigging these sports, laughing in everyone's faces. It really seems that the fix is in for the Patriots-Panthers Super Bowl, with the Patriots winning. It will be the fifth Super Bowl for Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. What we're going to do here through the rest of the video will be reviewing the Deflategate stories, reviewing the storylines right now, and seeing how it all lines up. If you can believe it, the Patriots and Panthers Super Bowl was foreshadowed in 2013 Monday Night Football, November 18th. We're going to talk more about that game. I wrote about that right after I began this blog. It's one of my earliest blog posts. I said if that ends up being a future Super Bowl, the Panthers-Patriots Super Bowl rematch, I said that Super Bowl is going to foreshadow doom for this nation. So we're going to talk about that as well. This is bigger than just a sports game and betting. I'm going to show you how this web of rigged reality is woven, from pro sports to rigged world news events, rigged world wars, etc. That's really what's going on in this world we live in. Planned out futures, decades in advance, being executed against us day by day. When I was 18 years old, Truth Seeker, September 11th happened. And that day changed my life because I had a new focus about the world I lived in. I had a new understanding of the world I lived in. I saw that my fellow man was not sharp enough to understand the tyranny being waged over them. The majority of the people I knew were fooled by September 11th and the lies of that day put on by our own government for propaganda and war purposes. That was very frustrating for me. Adding to the frustration was the fact that my fellow man could not see through the rigged sports and the rigged NFL and the sudden emergence of Tom Brady and the Patriots in the wake of September 11th and the Patriot Act. To me, it was the most transparent, pathetic thing I had ever seen, and here my fellow man was telling me that I was kidding myself, and there's no way the NFL's rigged, and there's no way that our government did September 11th. I just thought, God, these people I live around are brain dead, retarded. And I'm sad to say that I'm 32 years old now, and I'm still saying the same things. And all this time, I know I've been right. And in the time I've been right, I've woken up a lot of people. That's why I speak out and make these videos, because people need to wake up to the truth. So check this out, Truth Seeker. Tom Brady, in the wake of September 11th, this new young quarterback replacing the injured Drew Bledsoe, coming out of nowhere, starts his first playoff game ever on January 19th against the Raiders. Remember this game? Tom Brady fumbled, and they had to make a new rule to say it wasn't a fumble. The Raiders should have advanced over the Patriots. That game was January 19th, 119, shortly after September 11th, 9/11. In most parts of the world, September 11th is written 11/9. January 19th, a very similar date. Tom Brady got his first playoff win on that date. Here's what's up with that, Truth Seeker. January 19th, 2002, the day he got it, was exactly 131 days after September 11th. And remember, in Gematria, Super Bowl and championship both equal 131. No coincidence that these words have the same Gematria. Tom Brady gets his first playoff win January 19th, 131 days after September 11th. What this is evidence of is how well scripted and thought out our planned reality is. From the rigging of major news stories such as September 11th on the date 911 when the national emergency dialing code's 911. There's a whole lot more to it than that. September 11th is the day that leaves 111 days left in the year. New York equals 111 in Gematria. Anyhow, I assure you this was all planned. Patriot Act, Patriots football. Football is the American distraction, one of the things that keeps the manpower of this nation occupied and not spending time on the truth. The date of that first playoff win was also a date with 42 numerology, like the word Freemason. Tom Brady currently 4-2 in Super Bowls. The only two he has lost, the only two Super Bowls he's lost, has been to New York City. Think about that. In light of him benefiting from what happened on September 11th in New York. The only two he's lost have been to the New York Giants. NYC equals 42. His last Super Bowl to go 4-2, he defeated the Seahawks 28-24. Seahawks in Gematria equals 24, and with the S exceptions, 42. The Seahawks lost with 24 points. Tom Brady went up 4-2 in Super Bowls. It's all really this well planned out, Truth Seeker. Washington equals 49, where the Seahawks are from. They lost in Super Bowl 49. More to it than that. Twin Towers equals 49. It was the Twin Towers that fell. Notice that from September 11th to his first playoff win on January 19th was 4 months and 9 days. It was the 49th governor, Nelson Rockefeller, that approved the World Trade Center project, approved by his cousin David Rockefeller. The name Rockefeller equals 110. Those buildings were 110 stories tall. I could go on all day. A million more things. This post is about more than sports. It's about understanding what's going on in this world. Waking up. As of this moment, Tom Brady's 22-8 in the playoffs. And immediately after going 22-8 against the Chiefs, his 22nd win, ESPN had up this time stat, 228. This number is also very important in regards to this nation and Deflategate, which we're going to get to. Anyhow, Truth Seeker, before we talk more about 228, I want you to think about this. Bill Belichick, if he were to win the Super Bowl this year, he would win his 25th playoff game ever. This is Bill Belichick, the coach. It would also be the 5th Super Bowl that him and Tom Brady won together if they won. This is the year of Super Bowl 50. 50 is a number with numerology of 5. As I pointed out, the college championship was foreshadowing what's to come in the Super Bowl. In the college championship, Nick Saban won his 5th championship with Alabama, winning by 5 points, 45-40. 5 is a theme right now. It would be the 5th for Brady and Belichick, who would win it in San Francisco. San Francisco themselves have won 5 Super Bowls. They began their Super Bowl career 5-0. They lost their 6th Super Bowl to the Baltimore Ravens in Super Bowl 47, the one with the 33-minute blackout. The one coach between the Harbaugh brothers. John equals 47, John Harbaugh won Super Bowl 47. Remember, the first Super Bowl was in the 47th season of the league. Talk more about the blackout in that Super Bowl and how it connects to what's foreshadowed for this Super Bowl, possibly. Tom Brady's also from the Bay Area. He's from San Mateo, which is just right outside Levi's Stadium, about a half-hour drive. He'd be winning his 5th Super Bowl in his hometown. And again, Belichick would be winning his 25th playoff game. The date, February 7th, 16, has numerology of 25. He'd be winning his 25th playoff game. Think about how 5 times 5 is 25. The square root of 25 is 5. It's all math the way they line this up, Truth Seeker. That's how they've done this for hundreds of years. It's how they script it, by numbers. They're very much ingrained in this system. They've been operating this way since before the nation began. Our nation was established by the numbers, state by state. This is the truth of our reality. Again, United States of America equals 228. This number factors in to the Deflategate saga, which took place this season. The Deflategate game was Sunday, January 18th, 2015 against the Colts. On September 3rd, it was ruled that his 4-game suspension was nullified. Remember, he was going to be suspended for the first 4 games. On September 3rd, a judge threw out that ruling of the suspension. They said it was not credible. From the Deflategate game to September 3rd, the ruling in his favor, Tom Brady's favor, was a span of 228 days. His first son was born August 22nd, Tom Jr. Think about that, August 22nd. In most parts of the world, that's written 22/8, his firstborn child, before Giselle. Also, with regards to the Deflategate controversy being thrown out 228 days later on September 3rd, 9/3, remember the prior Patriots cheating scandal, Spygate. Spygate equals 93. So there's a parallel there with it getting thrown out on September 3rd, the connection of Spygate, the stereotype, or not stereotype, but just the common understanding of the Patriots being a team of cheaters. Here's what else is really interesting, Truth Seeker. Deflategate equals 41 in gematria, right? What the saga was called with the Colts, with the deflated balls, supposedly 11 of 12 of them. Broncos in gematria sums to 41. Super Bowl has gematria of 41. Headset Gate has gematria of 41. Remember, the Patriots season began with Headset Gate against the Steelers. They won the first game of the season. There was this Headset Gate controversy. Supposedly, they were pumping the radio stations into the Steelers' headsets so they couldn't hear their calls. This is what was told in the media. That game ended with a sum of 49 points. The Patriots were fresh off Super Bowl 49. Steelers in gematria equals 49. They've been laughing at us all this time, Truth Seeker. Deflategate, the big way, sums to 86. The small way, it's 41. And for those of you who are new here, when I say the small way, that's the same as Pythagorean gematria. When I say the big way, that's the same as simple English gematria. They're the same thing, I just use them as synonyms of each other. Anyhow, Deflategate, the big way, is 86. This is an important number. Words such as symbol, triangle, and pyramid all have gematria of 86, a symbolic number, if you will. Broncos has gematria of 86 as well. Right now, Peyton Manning's doing this commercial about epic comeback starts right here as he's playing ping pong, and then he swings and whiffs. That might be coming in the AFC Championship against the Patriots, a familiar foe. Brady's next playoff win will be his 23rd